Hi all, hope you are all doing well. Just a little ride out tonight, nowhere really in particular, because I'm just trying to get the miles up on the V Strom, because it's going in for its first service tomorrow. So I've had the bike just over a week now, and I have racked up 493 miles. The bike's absolutely fantastic. I am really enjoying it. So it's 600 mile service tomorrow is up in Cooper, which is that's about 50 miles away from my house. So if I can get the bike up to 550 or near enough, that it'll just mean that when I take it in tomorrow night for its service, it'll have 600 on it. Well, that's the plan. Let's see how we get on tonight. So I've been riding the bike nice and gently for the last week, just to help break the engine in. So I haven't really been doing any rip-roaring speeds with it. Alex and I did take the bikes up to Tyndrum the day after I got this, but again we weren't hammering it. And every day since then, well, every other day, I've been taking the bike out a little run before work, because I've been on nights all week. Anyway, this is me coming into Pumferston, and I done my HGV up here, HGV test up here 21 years ago, 20 years ago, 21 years ago, and at the time there was a school up here, and it had a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit even back then outside the school, and I came roaring up this hill in the truck and dropped into a 30, and then it turned into a 20, just where the houses are on the right hand side, the white ones. I'm sure that's where the school was, or is it the next one? Maybe the next one actually. Anyway, it was round about here, the school, and I came roaring through here on my HGV, and I was blaring away to the examiner at the time, and as soon as I twigged that I was still doing 30 into the 20, I took my foot off the gas, never touched the brakes, just took the foot off the gas and let the truck slow down, and I just shouted shit to the examiner. Anyway, he never said anything. We carried on, and he took me through another 3 or 4 20-mile-an-hour speed limits past other schools in the area. I got all of them right, and when we got back to the test centre, he says to me, he says, "Well, Sean, how do you think you done?" And I says, "I failed, didn't I?" He went, "What makes you think that?" And I says, "Well," I says, "I went through a 20 at 30. He says, "Yeah, but you realised, and you immediately took action by taking your foot off the gas, and you never hit the brakes or anything." I went, "No," I says, "but still," he says, "I'm pleased to tell you that you've passed." So I was absolutely delighted at that, because it was the same guy that took me on my PSV test a few years beforehand, and he remembered me because I failed the first PSV test for speeding. So yeah, he's now retired. He's retired long ago, but yeah, this is where I done my PSV test up this area as well, up Eccles Mackin and all that. So this is all new, this estate. I came through here a couple of years ago. Well, maybe more than that on the 125. So it'll be interesting to see what's changed. Obviously a lot more new houses. Well, it looks fairly decent up here, and that's a country park on the left hand side, so if you live here you're not far from some nice country walks. Right, and if memory serves me right, this is us back on the old road. This used to run from Pumferston, just on the main street right down here, but obviously with the development they've changed the layout. If I remember right, there used to be an old boat down here on the left hand side, parked up. Probably gone now, or it's probably further back actually, on the other section of the road. So I can't wait to get this first service over and done with, because it means I wouldn't need to ride it like an old granny and try and keep it round about 4,000 revs. Oh, that's new. Well, when I say new, it's probably been there a few years now, right enough, because I haven't been down this road for a while. Smell the chicken coops. Foul. Ah, there's the boat there. Oh, it's still there. I wonder how that got washed up. Well, that's the night's starting to get longer now. It is 7:25 at night, so we've probably got about another hour of daylight, I would say. 45 minutes. So you can't beat the longer nights, and it's a modest. What's the temperature? 14 degrees. Just about to roll on to 500 miles. Come on, come on. How bloody long is a mile? Come on. Come on, turn over. 500. Come on. I think you do it when I'm on the bloody roundabout. Told you, just as I joined the roundabout. There we go, 500 miles. 600 mile service tomorrow, and I'll hit that target no problem at all. And then after that I won't really need to keep it under 4,000 revs. I tell you though, this has been brutal, keeping it under 4,000 revs. But on that note, keeping it under 4,000 revs, the overall consumption, that's on trip 2, which is when it was new, 72.2 mile to the gallon, which is not too shabby, and 78.5 since I tripped it. That's 78.6 mile to the gallon since I last tripped it, averaging 72.2 mile to the gallon, and overall the bike's done 500 miles, and it was tripped at the start of trip 2 when it was new, and it's been returning 67.1 miles to the gallon. So that's bloody good. And according to this, I've got 62 miles of range left in the tank. I think we'll actually take a little trip out to South Queensferry. I haven't been there for a while, so it'll be interesting to see if anything's changed up there. Pretty sure the bridges will still be there. You don't need to brake, just take your foot off the gas. Stay away from that middle pedal. Now it's playing with its phone and braking. And braking. Just take your foot off the gas, you arsehole. Tell you where I haven't been for years. The last time I definitely was round here, I'm sure, was on the 125 Turnhouse, back at Edinburgh Airport. Let's take a little dawdle along the road. Because this ride out's only to clock up miles. Even if I get say 20-25 miles in today, it gives me something to play with tomorrow. And these are all new, these houses. To hell with staying in them. You're right next to an airport. And off to my right, I don't know if you'll see that, but that's the tower for Edinburgh Airport. And obviously the communications radar, whatever the things are that are spinning about. That's a cool little house, so oh, a lot of people here tonight. This is where all the plane spotters come. I'm not going to go in, but this is where all the plane spotters come. And they sit and watch the planes taking off and all that. Oh wow man, that sun's bright. I can't see a thing. There we go. So this is us coming back into Kirkliston. The pub on the other side of the traffic lights there, the new Liston Arms. We used to hold our car club meetings in there. But I believe it's shutting down now, like everything else. So this is a new Puge, however you pronounce it, screen that I've fitted. Felt I was getting a fair bit of buffeting off the stock screen that was on the bike. It did reduce when I put the wind deflector on it. So I've decided to try the Puge screen, and yeah, it seems to have made a big difference. If anything, I'm just getting a little bit of wind on the top of my helmet, so it's a lot better than the turbulent air that I was getting before. But we'll see how that goes, and if need be I might stick the wind deflector on this. I might still actually stick wind deflector on it because I think it looks quite cool, and it normally does do a good job of throwing the air up and over, so I'm in a wee bubble. And there's the bridges starting to open up. What a view, especially that rail bridge. That is absolutely fantastic, it really is. Beautiful. So we'll just drop down into South Queensferry itself. Have a look at the high street, the cobbled high street. Now this high street is oh hello, is a World Heritage Site, and the last time I was down here it was patched to death with tarmac. Lovely cobbled street, patched to death with tarmac. So we'll see if they've done anything about that, or if they've just left it. And I think they had these bollards up as well to make the pavements wider for the pedestrians. So a load of shite. It's managed for hundreds of years without the bollards, and all of a sudden they need to put bollards up because people are too stupid to stick to the pavement. I can remember when there was no traffic lights here, you just sailed right down here. About time. Yep, they've done absolutely nothing. Look at the state of it. Absolute shambles. See, the council's too busy spending money on this DEI rubbish. Diversity, equality and inclusion shite. As well as environmental rubbish. Look at the state of this. It's like a storm in the North Sea. Tell you though, it was a bit easier on the V Strom compared to the 650. Christ almighty, it used to shake that bike to bits. Right, I think we'll pull up here next to the bridge and have a wee vape and chill for 5-10 minutes. And somebody's smoking the hash, I can smell it, it is stinking. Nice to bring the bike up here, but they filled it in. So I'll just stop here instead. Side stand down, wee kick to make sure that it's down. Aye. I used to take the bike right up to that. Look at that. What a cracking view.